Hey everyone, my name is Jennifer Hatch, and I am a pediatric occupational therapist here at Fluens Children's Therapy. We are in Columbia, Tennessee, located off of Hatcher Lane, and we provide occupational, speech, and feeding therapy services. And so today I wanted to talk a little bit about something that a lot of my kiddos struggle with, which are transitions. For many children, especially those with behavioral challenges or sensory processing difficulties, transitions can feel really big, sudden, and scary, which is why you might see a child either meltdown or shut down if you're asking them to transition from one activity to another. So a meltdown, if you ask your child, hey, it's time to pick up, it's time for dinner. If that looks like hitting, screaming, crying, throwing, yelling, that is all going to be a meltdown, which is just kind of that sensory overload if it's too much, and so kind of losing control. On the other hand of a meltdown, you have a shutdown. So a shutdown looks a little bit different. So a shutdown is, we may be ignoring you, we're quiet, we are avoiding eye contact, just not communicating at all. And so that's more of a shutdown. So regardless of whether it is a meltdown or a shutdown, occupational therapy can help. So we can give the kiddos and parents and teachers all sorts of tips and strategies to help them improve their transitioning skills. So it's a little bit easier and more manageable for all of us. So some great ways that you can support a child through a transition is, first thing, you can make it fun. We're trying to clean up our toys and they're not ready to clean up their toys and go have dinner. Get on the floor with them. You can crawl with them, make it some sort of movement break for them to jump from one thing to the next. Another thing you can do is have a visual timer or an auditory timer. So, throw on the timer, let them know when the timer goes off, we're going to be all done playing and it's time for dinner, or whatever the transition that you're working on may be. Another thing you could try is a visual schedule. So a visual schedule just kind of gives kiddos those pictures so that they can see what's going to be happening next. That way they can, predict, and it might not be so scary for them. Another thing you could try is letting them have a comfort item. So if we are, not ready to get out of bath time, or whatever the transition may be, kind of have that comfort item ready for them so that when they do follow through with your direction, they kind of are rewarded with that comfort item. Although it may seem like these are just small little tools, they're going to make a big difference for your kiddos. It will help them predict and just kind of manage those transitions a little bit better. So if your child is struggling with transitions, whether it be at home, whether it be at school or in the community or in any area of their life, you might want to seek an occupational therapy evaluation. And currently we have no wait list, so we are able to get y'all in. I can do the evaluation and give you some tips and strategies if that is something that your child is struggling with. So give us a call and we'd love to get you in.